Picture this. It's 3 a.m. in Google's secret Nevada data center. While the entire world is panic buying Nvidia GPUs at 10 times markup, 9,216 custom chips quietly spin up, train a model that obliterates GPT-5 on every benchmark, and shut back down, using 1/4 the electricity of an equivalent Nvidia cluster. 2 hours after trying Gemini 3, Marc Benioff deleted ChatGPT from every Salesforce laptop. Midjourney switched to Google's chips and slashed their inference bill by 65% overnight. And right now, Mark Zuckerberg is reportedly begging for a $1 billion TPU deal. Yet you and I can still buy the entire empire. Search YouTube, Android, Waymo, DeepMind, and the most terrifying AI infrastructure ever built for $320 a share. Nvidia makes the flashiest hammer everyone wants. Google just built the entire factory. And if you think that story is already priced in, you are about to get absolutely run over. Let's talk cold, hard truth. Google didn't miss AI. They let everyone scream for 2 years while they rebuilt the Death Star in silence. Gemini 3 isn't another chatbot. It's the first real agent that can watch your screen, reason like a senior engineer, write production code, translate your exact facial expressions live on a call, and remember every single thing you've ever shown it across every device you own. DeepMind's breakthroughs aren't in papers. They're live inside Vertex AI, automating million-dollar workflows for the biggest companies on Earth right now. Google Cloud just grew 35% last quarter, almost entirely because enterprises are finally seeing real ROI from AI, and 70% of new contracts mention Gemini by name. This isn't hype, it's happening. But the part literally no one is pricing in correctly? The chips. Nvidia GPUs are unbeatable for bleeding-edge training flexibility. The problem is the bill. By 2030, inference will eat 75 to 80% of total AI spend. And on inference, Google's brand new Ironwood TPU destroys Nvidia on price performance by 3 to 5 times. One pod, 4.6 exaflops. Liquid-cooled, optically connected, running at a fraction of the power. Companies that switch save tens to hundreds of millions a year. And here's the killer advantage most people miss. TPUs shine brightest on the everyday, not-so-intense tasks that make up the huge majority of real-world AI usage. Think chatbots answering customer questions, recommendation engines on YouTube, real-time ad placement, or Gemini summarizing your emails. These run billions of times a day, don't need the full brute force of a GPU, and TPUs handle them with way lower latency, far less energy, and at a cost so cheap, Google can practically give them away while still printing money. That's why TPUs have locked in the massive scale of Google's own services for years, and now everyone else is waking up to it. That's not marketing, that's math. And because Google designs the silicon, the compiler, the cluster scheduler, the models, and owns the distribution to 90% of human attention, no one can copy the loop. CUDA is an ecosystem. Vertical integration is an extinction-level event for everyone else. So what's the stock actually worth? $320 today buys you 24 times next year's earnings, while core business grows 15%. Cloud grows 35%. And they sit on $100 billion net cash like loose change. Wall Street's average target is still 308. Translation: the smartest analysts on the planet think it's slightly expensive. They're using 2023 spreadsheets in a 2026 world. Give me sustained cloud growth above 30%, TPU inference share climbing to 25% of the market, and Gemini agents becoming the default enterprise layer, and $400 a share by end of 2026 is conservative. That's 25% upside from here, plus a growing dividend in the widest moat ever created. Yes, antitrust is real. Yes, competition is fierce. But Google has the data moat, the distribution moat, the compute moat, and the balance sheet to outspend every rival combined for the next decade. This isn't a horse race anymore. It's a cheetah versus a bunch of very fast horses that still need to stop and eat. Bottom line, if you believe AI is the biggest wealth creation event of our lifetimes, and you want to own the one company that can deliver it at the lowest cost to the most users with the strongest fortress ever built around it, then Alphabet at 320 is one of the best risk-adjusted bets you will ever see. Google isn't catching up. They just flipped the afterburners on. So tell me in the comments, are you adding Google right here at $320, or are you still married to the $3 trillion GPU story? Be honest, I read every single one. You didn't miss the biggest AI wealth transfer of the decade? Do me one favor, smash the like button.